Yo, what's good? What's good? How y'all doing out there, man? It's your boy Kelvin. We're behind the bench. Salute to everyone out there, man. Salute to all the new subscribers. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, and click all. Make sure you get all the notification for the videos on the channel. And appreciate y'all taking the time to check us out. Shout out to the other guys in the group: JB, Rashad, Kobe Bryant Film Room, and Big Dog Talk Sports. Y'all check out their page, man. As we continue to move forward. All right. So I ran across the full audio clip of this whole Candace Parker, Becky Hammond situation that everybody been talking about, and Knicks fans are whining and crying and stuff like that for no damn reason. See, this is what I don't like about big media people and big YouTubers and stuff like that. You know, they so quick to make content that they won't go find a full audio clip and listen to it in its entirety and then formulate your opinion about what the person said. I did a part one yesterday. I came across this part two. I'm doing that today. I got the full audio clip. We're going to go through it real quick. And you crybaby ass Knicks fans, you'll see that it was no big deal. Okay? Candace Parker, a small portion of this, she misspoke. But when you listen to it in its entirety, you understand exactly what she is saying. And as I said on my video yesterday, her overall point I agree with. But anyway, so I found the whole TNT deal. It's Shaq, it's Candace Parker, it's Jamal Crawford, and the other guy, no, I don't know his name. I can't remember. But go listen to it real quick. Start with Becky Hammond, then I'll go to Shaq, and then we'll go from there. All right? Fair use YouTube. This is for educational purposes only. Teaching people to do listening comprehension. Okay? Let's listen to it real quick.
In 4 straight games. The question, though, is can he be a number one? Someone on the desk's current coach doesn't know if that's possible.
If your best player is small, you're not winning. John Stockton, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash, you could go down the list. Steph Curry is the only
but he's not that small. He's not that small. He's like 6'3".
But also, though, I mean, he's the greatest shooter to ever walk the planet. He's in an outlier class.
All right.
Okay, so that's how I got started. Becky Hammond, she gave her thoughts on small guys winning championships and whether they're able to be the number one absolute best player and lead team into a title. She gave her thoughts. Now it's gonna go to Shaq. We're gonna listen to it real quick. We're gonna hear Shaq's take on what Becky Hammond said. Okay, let's go.
So that is the current coach of the Aces, Becky Hammond. She did later tweet that, hey, she loves Jalen Brunson and all that. You want to go first? I was going to let her player go.
You want to go first, Candace?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I had to learn this. Sometimes when you listen to criticism, you have to see there's some truth in it. She gave her facts. She's absolutely correct. Best player can't be a small guy. You tell me the last time a great player was a small guy.
Steph Curry, Shaq.
He wasn't the best player. He wasn't the best
Steph
player.
On
Curry
his
wasn't the best
last
player?
championship, yes, he was. I agree with Becky, but
hold on.
yes, he was.
He had 3 or 4 dogs with him. One named KD, another one named
This
No,
last
last
championship he did. This last championship he did.
And Wiggins.
He had Wiggins and Klay Thompson.
You asleep through the
She's absolutely
through the chip.
correct. However, she didn't say he couldn't play.
Right.
He's a fabulous player. He's a hell of a
Exactly.
player. He's a superstar in New York. But she was making good points. Like a lot of people, like when you say things, they get all uptight. But I agree with her. Like Julius Randle needs to be up there in that 26, 27 every night. Julius Randle, I hate to say it, I like him as a person, but sometimes he disappears.
Okay, want to stop it right there. That is Shaq. Shaq gave his thoughts and his opinion. You heard what he said. Shaq said, I agree with Becky Hammond. That is what Shaq said. Now, why wasn't people all in outrage about what Shaq said? Why? Why people didn't make videos and why the media people didn't report? Shaq said he also agrees with Becky Hammond that, if you're the lead guy, small guys don't lead teams to championships. Very rarely does it happen. And as I said in the video yesterday, the only small guy, legit small guy, that I can think of that won a championship as the undisputed best player was Isaiah Thomas on the Bad Boy Pistons in 1989 and 1990. Everybody's saying Steph Curry, and yesterday when I did the video, I gave the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I said Steph Curry, but in reality, Steph Curry is not really a small guy. He's 6'3". When we talking about small guys, we're talking about guys that are like 6 foot, 6'1", maybe 6'2". Guys 6'3", 6'4", and up, those are not really, really small guys that we're talking about. So you heard Shaq. You have to have dogs around the smaller players. Okay, and let's continue. Let's hear the rest of the conversation. Let's go get to Candace Parker. We're going to listen to it in its entirety. Go over it in its entirety. And you'll see that people are really overreacting about nothing. Let's continue.
The last time he played great was when they played against the Hawks. First 2 games he played great, and then he disappeared. Like, he has great games. So if Julius Randle is up there with him, then he could do what Steph Curry did last year.
Julius Randle, 30 or more in 5 of the 11 games.
Okay. There's Shaq saying that Julius Randle needs to step up to be alongside Jalen Brunson. And he is correct. In the playoffs, Julius Randle, while I do like Julius Randle, he has underperformed. Now, some of it is due to injuries. He had a hurt ankle and stuff like that. But a few years ago, the first series they had against the Hawks, I believe, when they lost, Julius Randle didn't play well. He didn't play well last year. So Shaq is correct. Julius Randle, while he is an all-star, an all-NBA player, he does need to step it up in the playoffs. He has underachieved in the playoffs. That is 100% correct. But let's continue.
Games since the OG Anunoby trade.
That's not good enough.
Your coach is the one that said that, and you're a big. So I was curious what your perspective was.
Not a big. She's a small forward.
She's a big guard.
Big guard.
She's a big guard.
She's a big guard.
Big guard.
Wiry.
Big guard.
Listen, I agree with my coach. And
Of course you do.
I think as a small, Becky played her entire career as a little, right? Having to figure out ways when the game slows down in the playoffs and you get jammed up. We've seen Jalen Brunson in the playoffs with the Mavs. And he was number 2, number 3, came in, played minutes, supplemented Luka handling the ball. But as a number 1 option, last year in the playoffs, great first round, second round, not so much. So I'm in agreement with her. I do think that also we're talking about offensively, but defensively as well. If we look at what the Warriors had to do with Steph Curry in their runs, defensively, they had to have other top defenders around them to have a great team defense, because you can only protect or hide someone that is that little, because in the playoffs, it's all about mismatches and making sure that you match up right.
Okay, I want to stop there. So, we heard the full clip of what Candace Parker said. Okay? Everybody's reporting on this story and gone viral, and the Knicks fans whining and crying. They need to shut the hell up. When you listen to the full clip that nobody plays, the full clip in its entirety, she makes sense. Now, where Candace Parker made the mistake was she said in the second round, not so much. She misspoke at that one small part there. She could have left that out. Okay? But like I said on my video yesterday, y'all can go back and listen to it. What she is trying to say is she agrees with her coach, which is Becky Hammond, that historically, small lead guards, if they're the best player on your team, they do not lead teams to championships. And also, on the defensive end, they can get exposed, especially in the playoffs when teams have time to sit down and watch film, strategize, study, and attack the smaller player, you get exposed. That is what she said. And you heard her explanation of how Steph Curry, yes, he did lead the Warriors to championships, but they had to place defensive players around him, like I said yesterday, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, Andrew Bogut, JaVale McGee, and other guys like that to help support Steph Curry because he is a liability, and so he would not get picked on as much, so that he'll have energy, to do what he do on the offensive end. And that is what Candace Parker said. When you listen to it in its entirety, okay? Listen to it in full. And when you hear it, there's nothing wrong with what she said. Everybody chopping it off, stopping the audio when she says, not so much. And just cutting the video off without hearing the full explanation. She misspoke. She should not have said in the second round, not so much. That part she should have left out of her explanation in agreement with her coach. That was a mistake. But when you listen to it in full, it makes sense. Let's continue.
I think there's some truth to what she's saying, but I think there's anomalies. I'm not sure he's the anomaly that AI was, that Steph is, that Kyrie was on the big stage. But
the championship, Jamal.
Championship. You're right. But he can absolutely get them. Right now, they have a better record than the team he left when he was the number 2 option.
He can get them there by himself.
He can get them there to the
by
playoffs.
himself.
Not to the.
Okay, we stop it there. And you heard Candace Parker also said she is talking about leading teams to a championship. Not just playoffs, not just a winning record, championship. Think, what small guard, 6'2", 6'1", and under, has been the undisputed best player on the team and has led their team to a championship as the undisputed best player? Isaiah Thomas with the bad boy Pistons. That's all I can think of. That's it. Yes, he talked about Jamal Crawford, spoke about Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson in 2001, MVP of the league, spectacular season, did a hell of a job, got his team all the way to the finals. But they lost. They lost. Okay? They lost. They did not win. We're talking about winning. And they're discussing whether Jalen Brunson is an anomaly, whether he can lead the team to a championship as being a smaller guard who's going to get picked on the defensive end. And for you slow fools, there are 2 sides of the court. Offensively and defensively. Nobody's disputing what Jalen Brunson did on the offensive side of the court. He played great. He averaged 31 points a game. But on the defensive end, he got picked on and attacked. And guess what? You crybaby ass Knicks fans, y'all lost the series. You lost. Okay? Let's hear some more what they got to say.
To the finals.
But we're talking championships. I think we're having 2 different discussions. Can your top player be your smallest guy? Yes. Can your top player be your smallest guy and win a championship?
That's rare. You have to be.
There you go. She said it. We're having 2 different conversations. And see, that's what Knicks fans getting all in their feelings about. Well, we got a winning record, man. Jalen Brunson threw to the playoffs. Shut up and listen to the full audio clip. All y'all media people, New York Post and all that crap, and whoever else reporting on this, y'all are only playing part of the clip. Play the full audio clip. If my ass can find it, y'all got access to more media and sound clips than me. All you have to do is find this and listen to the full clip of what Candace Parker and Shaq and Jamal Crawford, what they're talking about. And she clearly said, we're not talking about just being great offensively. We're not just talking about leading your team to the playoffs. We're talking about championship. Can you be a smaller guard and lead your team to a title? Okay? It has rarely happened. Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons. That's it. That's it. Let's continue. Let's see what else they're talking about.
He's special. You got to be an anomaly. He's good enough to get them to the playoffs. I'm not sure about winning championships.
Defensively, OG Anunoby has changed this team. December, they were the worst defensive rated team in the NBA. Since they got him in January, second best. We'll see that tonight against Brooklyn. Our late game.
And there you go. And Candace Parker also, when they interviewed her in the New York Post, she talked about the Knicks doing a great job making the trade for OG Anunoby. They picked up Bogdanovich and Alex Burke to help with spreading the floor and shooting, to help Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. You see? You crybaby ass Knicks fans, put your Kleenex boxes away and listen to the full damn audio clip. All you fools on YouTube and all you big media people, y'all are chopping the audio without listening to the full explanation of what Shaq, Candace Parker, and Jamal Crawford said. And they all basically agreed. You know, is Jalen Brunson going to be an anomaly? We don't know. But history shows that a smaller guy being the undisputed best player on the team does not lead teams to championships. It is no hate. It is no disrespect to Jalen Brunson. You heard Shaq? Shaq said Jalen Brunson is a superstar. No doubt about it. But he's going to have some dogs around him. Some big guys are going to have to help him on the defensive end. And that is all Candace Parker was saying. But you goddamn idiots cutting off the damn audio without listening to the full conversation of what they said. Listen to the full clip, step back, think, then react. All you dumbass motherfuckers doing is hearing part of the clip and reacting. And you heard what Shaq said. Sometimes when you're talking about your favorite player, you get emotional. You start crying. You get in your feelings. And that's all Knicks fans are doing. They crying and get in their feelings without listening to what these people are saying. Okay? She's a professional basketball player. Shaq is a legend. Jamal Crawford played in the NBA. They know what the hell they talking about. Candace Parker ain't stupid. She knows about the game. She misspoke on that one part. That's it. But when you listen to it in its entirety, you understand what is she's trying to say. She just misspoke there. She misspoke because, let me find the article. Let me read it again.
Clippers taking on the Lakers. And the
sorry about that.
best record in the
What we betting, Shaq?
Sorry about that. Let me see if I can find this New York article, man. Real quick, man. And read this again. Because this don't make no damn sense. Because, man, y'all crazy, bro. Let me find it real fast, man. All right. Let me read this again, man. Because y'all fools, man. All right. Here we go. Okay. Candace Parker, she said, well, first of all, I love the Knicks fans and I get it. What I was alluding to was the fact that in the first round, he was the best player on the court against Donovan Mitchell. He was the best player on the court. All right. Let's continue. And they said, continue. And in the second round, especially on the defensive end, Miami picked on him a great deal. And Jimmy Butler was, in fact, the best player on the court. And my thing was basically it was no slight on Jalen Brunson. I think he makes everyone better around him. I think he makes winning plays. You know. And she continued. She said, it is my job to give my opinion. She said she believes that the Knicks in-season trades for OG Anunoby, Bogdanovich, and Alec Burke last week addressed their needs for a defensive upgrade and additional shooting around the two All-Stars, Brunson and Julius Randle. Okay, let's continue. She continued. She said, "I think what the Knicks have done in this trade and in the season, that has been surrounding him with defense, which was something that they struggled with last year and getting stops against Miami in the playoffs. So that was my hot take." End quote. And when you listen to the full audio clip in its entirety, you understand what she was trying to say. If you don't, then I don't know what the hell is wrong with you. She misspoke on that one part. Yes, she should not have said that one, those few little words there. In the second round, not so much. She shouldn't have said that. Okay. When you listen to Shaq, you listen to Jamal Crawford, listen to everybody talk in their entirety, everyone makes sense. What she said makes sense. Jalen Brunson, while he is one hell of a player, a great player offensively, on the defensive end, he can be a liability. And what the Knicks have done, they have addressed the issue to help Jalen Brunson on the defensive end so that maybe now going forward, they can possibly win a championship. Maybe. And if he do, everyone will give Jalen Brunson his props. We have no dislike, no hate, no nothing for Jalen Brunson. All you goddamn Knicks fan, all y'all doing is whining and crying and they be picking on our player. Why y'all hating and all that? Ain't nobody hating, bro. Nobody's hating. They are telling facts. Facts. It never really happens where a small guy being the best player on the team leads a team to a championship. That is a historical fact. Go back and look at all the champions. And I saw some of the comments in this video and maybe my last video also. People was talking about Dwayne Wade in 2006. Sorry, Dwayne Wade is not a small guy. He is 6'4". He may be a smaller shooting guard, but we're talking about little man. We're talking about guys 6 foot, 6'1". And so I saw somebody say something about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is 6'6". He's a damn two guard. He ain't no little guard. We're talking about little guards, 6 foot, 6'1", maybe 6'2" and under. That's it. That's it. Listen to everything in its entirety, people, before you start reacting. Listen to everything. This should be a lesson. Close your goddamn mouth. Listen to everything. Take a step back. Take a deep breath. Okay, what is this person saying? Let me try to compute and understand what they're saying. Okay, does it make sense overall? Oh, okay, I get what she's saying. She misspoke here, but her whole point that she's trying to make, okay, I get that. And that's that. Knicks fans, get out your damn feelings. Get out your feelings. Quit crying. Quit crying. It's going to be okay. Nobody's hating on your boo, Jalen Brunson. And Josh Hart, I like you, Josh Hart. I saw some comments you saying. You also need to listen to the full clip, bro. Before y'all start taking shots. See, y'all quick to talk about that blackity black Wakanda shit, but y'all going in Candace Parker's DMs and stuff and attacking her for something she's saying is actually true. Except for that one part, she made a mistake. She is a human being. She misspoke. Okay. But that is no reason to be attacking a damn woman about her opinion. Why y'all ain't attack Shaq? Because you know Shaq will tear your ass off. Quit crying, people. Start opening your ears, listening, thinking before you react. Quit crying, Knicks fans. Quit crying. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out, man.